want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit the notification bell if you like to support the channel. This happens in the description. If you like to follow me on, gotta get it right.
You are watching a master at work. Trapaholics, real trap shit. Right from the start, I was too much. I'm closer than you think to the stars. Nigga, look up. No need to act these hoes.
Don't you think I'm so sexy? Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm sexy. Hey, if y'all want me to make a beat, put a one in the chat. If y'all want me to make a beat, put a one in the chat. If this town is just an apple, let me take a bite. And they say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Does it go me that way? I say why? Tell them that gotta put the man that's on the. We gotta put the man on the stand on this thing, y'all. We gotta put the man on the stand. We about to play it, y'all. Hey, shout out ATL. Y'all know I live in ATL, but shout out to the ATL, man. I'm from Florida. Y'all know I rep ATL. I've been here for 20 some years. Damn more than half of my. Damn near more than half.
We had to make a choice. What we didn't realize is how far we were willing to go.
Euphoria.
Yes, I love this game. IXL is actually a learning app that helps me excel in math, science.
Gucci, Guwa, the man on the stand. I'm starting out my day with a blunt curd. No pancakes, just a couple of syrup. Baking soda pot and a silver fork. You already know it's time to go to work. I'm back up in the kitchen with another chicken.
If necessary, be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom.
Some people think that the people of Iran are, but there's not a lot of revolutionaries left because the government has killed as many as. US forces are still fighting, okay, on Iran. Apparently they struck Kharg Island again just today.
As good morning, Fox News can confirm overnight the United States hit dozens of targets on Iran's Kharg Island. This is the island responsible for more than 90% of Iran's oil exports. Fox's Jennifer Griffin says the targets included bunkers, radar stations, and ammunition storage. As this was taking place, the clock is ticking as it relates to that deadline President Trump laid out Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 12 hours from now.
It's 5:45. It's 5:45. 2 hours and 15 minutes. What's gonna happen if Trump hit Iran tonight? If he demolished the whole country? This is gonna be crazy, dog.
He's right now.
Trapaholics, real trap shit. It's real trap shit that the president is doing. Like, god damn, nigga. Like, damn.
Trump's dealing with, okay? That's what Trump's dishing out. People saying he's the best man ever. How in the world have we seen this video with this kind of munition this close with like 8 bombs? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if he died, but that is insane. J-Dams, 7 J-Dams, okay? These are big bombs they're dropping. Bridge is gone, Bridge is pace, it's over with, right? I guess OP doesn't know what double tap is. It's a fuck you in particular strike. They're saying this was the fuck you strike. It's a middle strike, okay? So that's what Trump, the US.
Hello? Yeah, it's going down, baby.
What's going down?
Trump said he gonna end Iran tonight if he said he gonna end Iran tonight in about 2 hours. He said if they don't agree with what he's trying to do as far as the Strait of Hormuz and things of that nature and letting that oil come through, they gonna tear their ass up tonight. So it's ugly. I don't know. I feel bad for California because I know they got missiles that can definitely hit California. So y'all.
Crazy. Okay, the same Saudi Arabia's largest desalination plant is also in the Al Jubail as well. Desalination plants, when you start running out of water, people get really upset. Not for long though. It's only a 72-hour problem because then everybody is dead. So we're shooting at each other's oil infrastructure now. Just Stop Oil has gone too far this time, all right? What are you thinking, Greta? Hit something big. Anyone know what's burning and what was hit? This war won't be ending soon. Sadly, many on all sides will die. They said it was an oil and petrochemical hub. So there seems to be more videos of this missile coming out lately. It really does look like there's a terminal.
Like, y'all talk about Trump, but Trump, the way he got that shit and the way our shit is, you gonna be like,
got it! Got it!
Marmota Trump, you gonna
Questions now being raised regarding who's actually even in control of the Iranian government. They said that Khomeini's son took over. Now they're saying he might be dead, he might be gay, he might be gay and dead. He might be dead and gay. It's crazy. Okay, so we don't even know who's in charge of the country now. In fact,
damn. So he did and he
The new Israeli strikes on Tehran killed Iran's longtime supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, along with various family members and 7 other senior Iranian leaders.
Damn, son.
Iran then appointed an interim leadership council, a 3-person committee consisting of the elected president Masoud Pezeshkian, the chief justice, and Ayatollah Arazi Afri to lead Iran until Khamenei's successor was appointed. On the 8th of March, Khamenei's son, Mojtaba Khamenei, was announced as the new supreme leader, a clear continuity candidate and a symbol of the Iranian regime. However, since then, Iran has faced various leadership problems. Firstly, the IRGC, the Iranian regime's 190 has taken an increasingly powerful role in running the country, limiting the interim council's influence. Second, there's growing speculation about the status of Mojtaba Khamenei, with stating that he's in Moscow, a claim refuted by Russia's ambassador to Tehran, who said on Tuesday that Khamenei is actually in Iran, with others speculating he might also be in a coma or even dead. For context, since the strikes killed the previous Ayatollah, Mojtaba Khamenei hasn't been seen in public, prompting questions about whether he could actually survive a strike that killed his father, several family members, and various other leaders.
so he might have even died with his father, and they're just pretending that he's alive. So look, now Trump has basically issued this warning, and today is the deadline day. He might be destroying and obliterating the country. So this was Trump's update, all right, and this has basically caused panic in Congress. He said a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen.
Bro say a whole civilization will die tonight. We got it's 5:55. We got 2 hours and 5 minutes. A whole country might die tonight.
But it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the people of Iran. So as a result of Trump's craziness, basically, he's promising to literally destroy and kill everyone in the whole country of Iran.
Introducing Best Bathroom Stops, your new go-to app for navigating the often overlooked challenge of finding a clean,
Country of Iran. I think that's low-key, it might be genocide, I'm not sure. But anyway, okay, a lot of people are touting now the 25th Amendment to the United States Constitution. They're basically saying that the 25th Amendment, all right, addresses issues related to presidential succession and disability. They're basically saying that the president is not fit to be the president because of the crazy decisions that he's making. People are saying it's time for the 25th Amendment, and they're basically going to transfer the president's powers to the vice president because the president is basically acting beyond his powers. That's what people are saying. So in case of the removal of the president from office or his death, the vice president becomes the president when there's vacancy in vice president as acting president. So the president can declare himself unable,
We'll do
but
an
the
hour
vice
with
president
y'all,
and
and
cabinet
then
members
I'll
can
come
also
back.
declare him unable. The vice president and people in Congress can basically stand up and say, we want to get him out of here. Okay, this is no good. We've got to get rid of him. So a lot of people are saying that that is what's going to happen. People are saying that's needed. Interestingly enough, one of the formerly most ardent Trump supporters, Alex Jones of InfoWars, even he's saying...
How do we 25th Amendment is asking?
The problem is to get the 25th Amendment, it's harder than impeachment. You have to get 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the
So
Senate.
what do we do?
Tackle Trump and let him pretend he's president and publicly report that he's going through a health issue and advance takeover. It literally needs to be something like that. It's that bad.
They're saying they want advanced takeover, and people in the comments, they're saying, do you know how fucking insane you have to be for Alex Jones to be calling for the 25th Amendment? But it's not just him. There's a bunch of people in the government and in Congress that are basically calling for it. They're saying Trump's Iran threat.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up what the 25th Amendment is. I'm gonna play my track while we listening to the. I'm gonna play a track of mine while we playing the 21st minute. Let's see what's going on.
He needs to go. Any of the people that are responsible for the protest need to go as well. But yeah, this is just really messed up. So let me know what you think of that, man. I'll keep you guys updated on this story as it develops. If I hear anything else, I'll let you guys know. And who knows, Iran might be gone.
Keep on. We about to go to stars in this. Cause I seen something on. What up, what up, what up? Hey, man, it's about to go down, bro. We got 2 hours. Well, we got less than 2 hours. We got like an hour and 58 minutes, y'all. Maybe 57 right now, but Donald Trump might go off on Iran. This shit about to get ugly out here, y'all. It's about to get real ugly. In a couple of hours.
Folks, I've got a big update for you guys on the Pooh Shiesty situation where he robbed Gucci Mane allegedly. Okay, there's been new statements from some people that know both of the guys involved. Some very interesting insights. They're saying that Pooh Shiesty's pops has now got bail, Big 30's got bail, and a lot of people are suggesting that maybe.
Oh, okay. It came back. I'm sorry, y'all. It came back. But it ain't
packed courtroom for today's hearing.
Yeah, Darcy, and a number of them were family members, loved ones, supporters of Big 30. Ultimately, a judge decided to curfew as well as an ankle monitor. But I heard from his attorney, Arthur Horn, who tells me he's expecting an appeal soon.
Here's a young man that has turned his life around and is trying to make something of himself, and unfortunately has gotten himself caught up in a situation that has nothing to do with.
And we looked at this earlier with Hip Hop Buddha. We went through this earlier. Hip Hop Buddha. We went through this, y'all. Like Hip Hop Buddha said, Art Horn was supposed to be one of the lawyers for the people that had something to do with Young D getting killed. And we ain't even gonna
Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, was given a $100,000 bail by a federal judge with scandal.
Here in Texas, on the same facts, just like you saw today.
Wright is one of 9 men facing federal charges stemming from the alleged kidnapping and robbery of rapper Gucci Mane and others in a Dallas recording studio in January. One of Wright's co-defendants, Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., or Pooh Shiesty, was signed to Gucci Mane's label, 1017 Records. Prosecutors say the incident started when the rapper asked to be released from his recording contract, and Gucci Mane said no. Horn says Big 30 has nothing to do with that.
He has no interest. He has a contract with 1017, or he doesn't. They make music together regardless.
Now, what I think is interesting about that is Big 30 is basically making his defense. Well, he's got nothing to do with the contract. He ain't part of no robbery for the contract. Well, ironically, a lot of people were saying, well, there's no proof of what went on in that room with Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. It's very, very interesting that Big 30 would even acknowledge that. They're actually acknowledging that this contract dispute went wrong. And it's a telling, I don't think that's telling, but it's like. Saying, well, there ain't no proof, there ain't nothing going on. He's saying he's not privy to that contract. Now, I wonder Who Shiesty got that contract signed, actually submitted it up the channels. He actually got that contract signed and used it, showed it to people and said, I'm out of deal. That will definitely cook him, right? If that's the case. But anyway.
Horn says he's ready to see how this case plays out in Texas.
I think the interesting thing that we've seen in the last couple of days is that Gucci Mane has come out publicly and said that he's not cooperating with the government.
Why start things and never finish them? It's all due to something called law of sustainment. In psychology, the law of sustainment is purely like step.
And it is.
Do y'all think that Kanye West put out his album last week because he, this is gonna be the end of the world, like World War III type stuff? This is gonna be crazy.
Video cameras inside this recording studio at the time of this incident.
So that's what they keep saying. There was no recording equipment going at the time of the incident. We don't have the recording, okay? That's going to make it a little bit more tricky. That's going to mean we might need Gucci Mane to take a little stand, okay? But maybe the off-duty cop will be able to say, well, we came out of the booth and Gucci told me what happened. That could be second-hand information. That might be enough. But they're basically saying Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane had a situation, defense attorney says, but federal kidnapping case? Ain't no way, all right? They're saying Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane were definitely involved in the situation the day he was allegedly kidnapped, but the story told in the federal plane could tell the tale, could be a tall tale, according to attorneys representing him. Arthur Horn III, representing Big 30, says the client will be pleading not guilty and denies all allegations against him. Prosecutors charged Big 30, Pooh, and the 7 other defendants for allegedly kidnapping Gucci. Said clearly there was a situation between Pooh and Gucci Mane. Clearly. So there's enough evidence that even Big 30, clearly there was.
But that sounds like.
Clearly there was.
But that sounds like bullshit.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Really helpful, that's given a motive. As for Big 30, he signed with a different company. Horn says Big 30 and Pooh grew up together. Pooh's attorney, Bradford Cohen, said the prosecution case may not hold up to close inspection. They said we're going to examine the accuracy of statement from alleged victims in the complaint and what those individuals allegedly told them. I'm not sure those individuals said, but what is said in the indictment. So Redditors would react to the news of Big 30 getting a bomb. Some people were surprised, but really, he's not accused of anything too crazy in this, really, okay? So this is that footage that I showed you earlier from the news. FBI said there's no working cameras inside the studio and they haven't spoken to Gucci. Now they're saying they've not spoken to Gucci. So the feds are trying to keep him in. He's a danger to the community. The feds tried to block Big 30's release, all right? They said that they wanted to keep him on pretrial conditions. They wanted to extend the stay, but it wasn't successful, okay? He ended up getting out of there. It says if Gucci didn't snitch, you got to delete your Reddit account and give me the mod. That's what they're saying. He signed a contract termination under duress. The other people there saw that happen. He did not have to report it himself. That's real. All Instagram accounts and everything, bro. Haven't seen that once. Haven't seen that once. Okay, so Court of Public Opinion already says he's a rat. He's cooked. They're saying Gucci backtracking now. They said all he said in the first place was that he knew Shiesty and Dirty, which you can't really deny since he has songs with them. Saying dudes hate to read. That's all Gucci really said. All right. Nowhere on it does it say Gucci said he was robbed. You do know he has to know that Pooh had. You know what Pooh had on. They were in a business meeting. That does make sense. That doesn't even make sense. It literally says during the offense. So clearly they were talking about crime, not a meeting, and nobody has to say I was robbed word for it to be part of the case. That's not how reports work. They combine statements and evidence. They're saying Gucci gave way more. It was only him, Thirsty, Shiesty, and his pops in that booth. How the feds know verbatim.
Oh, what does that mean? Well, we know these security guards in the hallway, and we know that the only people who were in the control room were the business people. Gucci is inside the recording studio. When you read paragraph 21 and you read paragraph 22, it's funky. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So if you read it, I want you to follow along. As barricades the door to the studio, they say that the security guards try to barge in, and when the security guards barge in, they get a peek and they see that they're outnumbered by the armed target suspects. It does not say that they are outnumbered by an armed Pooh Shiesty. Instead, they lump Pooh Shiesty in with the whole group of target suspects, suggesting that the security guards only saw other people, not Pooh with the gun. Later, where it's alleged that Pooh has the gun, he's allegedly holding it to the back of the head of one of the business people. And so, if there's anybody here other than Gucci who seems like they could put Pooh away, it's going to be one of the business guys. And so that's going to be ultimately, that guy's testimony seems to tell you where this entire case is headed. Everybody on the internet.
This is ugly. This is crazy. This is definitely crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. Right.
He's right, you know.
No, you want to be so right. But the accused, when they get the full weight of the feds on them, deserve more than banter and gossip. Now that you have some facts from my video, you can go ahead and gossip about what that means about how this is going to play out, because this shit's about to get crazy.
Mo's basically saying that, look, they put the gun to somebody's head who was one of the business people, whether it's the security or whether it's the cameraman, and they're saying, well, that apparently proves that Pooh has a gun, so they might not need Gucci Mane, but also there's definitely a lack of evidence. So the next big piece of news that came out about this case was the update on Pooh Shiesty Sr. So apparently, okay, he had his house arrest revoked. They ended up sending him back to jail, and he's basically having to file his release order. Well, it says they will file his release order revoked next week. It says that they want to keep him in custody. And some people are saying that this could be a strategic move by the prosecution to potentially flip him. Now, testifying against your son, we have seen it before. We have seen it before with Queso, but Pooh Shiesty's father, I think, is trying to lock into anything like that.
And this is how they do you. Lontrell Williams Sr., the father of Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, gets a bond set by a federal magistrate on his first appearance. The government goes to the district judge and says, hold him. We want to exercise our right to revoke that bond after review by a district judge, a review of the magistrate judge's decision. Now, when you get caught up in the, you're going to go and the judge is going to read the law, and he's going to say that there are two conditions. That how important are you to my case? I want this guy. They need this guy. So you're going to get that motion to revoke the bond set by the magistrate.
Emphasize again, it is free to join my community. The stocks I share are also.
They're trying to keep Pooh Shiesty's father locked in, and it's possible they might try and use him against Pooh. Now, over on the Memphis 10 subreddit, where everybody on Reddit is keeping track of the street beef, people are giving reasons, new theories as to why Pooh Shiesty might just have crashed out. There's a little bit of backstory here. They're bringing up BEO, Lil Kenny, and Gucci Mane. Every this and Newski to this Pooh Shiesty. This and Newski to this Pooh Shiesty. And somebody posted the lyrics in there as well. Where were the lyrics? I saw the lyrics on comment. People saying, what did he say? BEO says, your homie's in the cell smoking Tucci. My homie's in the Fed smoking Newski. And then Shiesty's recent song, FDO, he said, he ain't dead, but I got homies in the Fed smoking Lil Otis. And we get it, you're a BEO fanboy. Okay. So they're saying he's going to get killed for speaking on Newski. And Gucci Mane doing a song with BEO, Lil Kenny's actually pretty.
Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Straight up news thing. Let's see what they got.
Is making it very clear that he is serious about this deadline. On Truth Social Tuesday morning, quote, a whole civilization will die. However, now that we have complete and total regime change where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. Now, at a joint press conference in Budapest with the Prime Minister of Hungary, Vice President J.D. Vance said the U.S. is confident it will hear back from Iran before the 8 p.m. deadline rolls around.
The president has set a deadline for about 12 hours from now in the United States. We're going to
the U.S. carried out strikes on Iran's Karg Island, hitting a bunch of military targets there, from bunkers and radar stations to air defense sites, missile positions, and ammo dumps. The island is also home to the oil export facilities that handle about 90% of Iran's crude exports. While Israel carried out airstrikes in Iran, hitting railway infrastructure, 2 airports, and Iran's Aerospace Research Institute and a synagogue in Tehran. The strikes targeted missiles from Egypt, Pakistan, and Turkey, offered the Trump turned it down, calling it a significant step, but saying it didn't go far enough. Iran, on the other hand, rejected outright. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bagaji said the terms were excessive and criticized negotiating under U.S. pressure. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has fired back with its own blunt warning, saying it could hit back hard by cutting off oil and gas supplies in the region for years if Trump goes ahead with his threats to target Iranian infrastructure.
Willie D. Live. That's what we reacted to.
Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Chilling from TLC is going through it. This is cold-blooded, fam. This is cold-blooded. She did it to herself. So what happened? Well, a firestorm erupted after it was revealed that Chili shared a controversial post about former First Lady Michelle Obama. And she donated several times to campaigns tied to Donald Trump, your president. Yeah, fam. Yeah, they came for it too. And left fans saying, hey man, what about your friends though? You know, I got you. I see you, riding with Trump and everything. But what about your friends? Like, we was here for you. We rocking out for you. All these years, you supporting Trump is totally inconsistent with your music. That ain't the music we supported. That ain't the music we grew up on. Who is this person you're talking about? The thing is, fam, Chili has been knocking down, and I thought it was a harvest was going. She just thought she was donating causes that was dear to her heart. Receipts showing the organizations that she donated to. And clearly, one that these funds were going to benefit in some shape, form, or fashion. Where these funds was going. Donated to WinRed, which is a payment processor for Republican campaign donations. She donated to Trump National Committee, JFC, a joint fundraising committee. Never Surrender, Inc., a fundraising group linked to Donald Trump. National Republican Senatorial Committee, otherwise known as NRSE, a committee focused on keeping the GOP in control of Congress. And she also do nothing, Texas Senator. So,
Somebody said I'm mad at myself. Get out either way it go. Yeah. But you heard we might be going to World War III in about an hour. About an hour and a half, we're gonna be going to World War III. Oh no, I didn't hear that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trump want them to open up the Strait of Hormuz, and they're not opening it up. So I think Trump gonna bomb them tonight. He basically gonna kill everybody in the whole country. He's gonna just fuck everybody up. Mm-hmm. And they ain't gonna do nothing but they ain't gonna do nothing but take over it. When they take over it, they gonna put McDonald's, KFC, they gonna have all that shit over there. Just give it some time. It's coming. McDonald's and all that, it's coming. hmm You like your toes, baby?
Yeah, it's got white.
Oh, okay.
I'm a virgin.
Nah, you want white because that nigga over there like you got like Diddy over there. I just play. I just play. Trying to wait for these 10 minutes to go past. These 10 minutes, nah, they taking forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
10 minutes go by for what?
Oh, I'm trying to get an eye on the live.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. If we got like an hour and some change, baby, we might be going through World War III. I ain't lying.
hold on, man.
Okay.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you. No.
Yeah.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you. No. Look at you. Look at you. You mad? Look at you. You big man. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone.
I might get up out of here. I'm gonna go. Well, no, I might let it go for an hour. Just let it go for an hour just to go. Fuck it. What's up? What's up? Hey, I can't see y'all comments. I think something happened to the live. I can't see y'all comments, but I appreciate y'all for coming in. Thank you so much. Hello? I'm my ex girl. That's my ex girl. Talk every day. And 2 times then. We were just reacting to Willie D Live.
Sleepless eyes, hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs, get me out into the nighttime,
line, because this line, I don't know. It was supposed to be over, like, by the time I did what I was doing, but we're going to kill this line, y'all. All right, appreciate y'all for coming through, kicking them in the comment cafe. Like, subscribe, share, definitely a notification. Peace and one.